afternoon, dear all. Love you so much. Yeah, I feel so wonderful. So I did today yoga. What not yoga Pilates, a mix of yoga and Pilates, because I did a full Pilates session yesterday, then 2 days ago, and I do everyday yoga. So, and in between I do yoga Pilates if I have less time. But I went for a super swim as well, and yes, I had a good swim spontaneously. But today it was good. I even bought a wetsuit, as I'm at the moment at my seaside residence, not far from London, but yeah, still love London, and I will go back to London. So, and yeah, I'm so excited. Sorry, I have to show you again. And I continued with my book as well. I'm super grateful. Look, I got, now I also have available stickers. So I had to, it's a lot of work to do at the moment, because I'm going onto more online stores, and I had to reactivate my website. There's still some issues. Well, I'm confident to get more sassy in technology as such. Same with social media and everything, you know. So these are stickers now, you know. So what you see in the background is part of my Mr. Moody series. This is a sticker, which I have these zipper pooch, which I have in 3 sizes available on the link below. And this is the biggest zipper pooch. You can, you know, you have it with this design as well, and another one. The design I have with this mug, yes, for my sketchbook. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you my sketchbook. I have to go upstairs. And these coasters, very practical to put the Mac on it, you know. And what else? Oh yeah, look, spiral books. This is a collage, yeah, mixed technique, by the way. This is origin oil paint. I have it framed, so I will show you once. Yeah. And I've continued working, and I also, you know, when I'm in the mood, I paint shells. I find on the beach. Yeah. So I like that. And yeah, I'm drinking green tea. So yeah, stickers. Yeah, I love these stickers. So this is 3 sizes. This is just the middle size. Yeah, they're transparent stickers as well, and these small ones. Very affordable. And yeah, I use this to have my acrylic paints in there, which I use for the shells and the rocks. Yeah, I love doing that. My little dootsie. Aloha. I've never been to Hawaii, but I will go at some point. I haven't been to the City Islands either. I really want to see them. They say the City Islands are comparable, if I may say so, to the French Riviera. They're kind of the English Riviera. Should read on the same weather though. Anyway, yes, that must work. Getting there. That's very sassy, isn't it? Perfect. Oh yeah, I put my phone away. No phone addictions today. So, my to-do list. It's funny, I have a tablet and I use it. I use it because this tablet, I don't know, it's like not working perfectly. Back in the day is funny, a few years ago, when these tablets came out, I really love to use my tablet. Anyway, book it is. So this is a book, a story based in Berlin. The main character is a girl, a young girl. And then, yeah, it's a written narrative. It starts in the end of 90s. The fun times, the best times in Berlin, so to speak. It contains music and all these people she encounters, you know, like DJs, Love Parade, artists. So, yeah. And I've continued writing. Yeah, but it's still, you know, it's like I have my written version here, handwritten, and now I'm typing, you know, but it's kind of the first typed version, and I feel that it will be, I will definitely put in some stuff, as also my dear follower here, subscriber, Dr. Horowitz, commented under a couple of videos I have recently posted, to put some more stuff where I was talking freely. And yes, and I appreciate that, what he said, and I will do that. But for now, I'm typing and go with the flow from here, and, you know, my mind, like with a structure. Yeah, it needs to be structured. I have a very structured lifestyle, by the way. Yes, an artist and writers can have a very structured lifestyle, by the way. Like, my life, my daily life looks like that. It's like, it contains self-care, like meditation, healthy thoughts, food for the thoughts, getting inspired, you know, also checking into spiritual video contents and stuff, or books. I love ecstatic dance. I love dancing. I do yoga and sport, which has tons of great benefits. I eat very healthy. I love to cook, and I drink tea, which is very likely in England, you know, because we drink tea in England. Oh. Yes. So, yeah, and what did I do? Yeah, bear in mind, so in this book, I write in German, but at the same time, I translate it to English, sorry. And please bear in mind, English is my third language. French is my second, which should be the first because I was born in France. But I was mainly in Germany, so yeah, oui. C'est la vie. I have written 2 more chapters. So, Olivier and the Rhythm and Beat organization, which is a 60-beat organization which exists, I think, from all the other early 90s. So, and it's about Olivier. And so let me go through the phrase, and I will try to be very slowly because I'm pretty sure they needs corrections. And I just see the first thing. It jumps into my eye. I did write Straße again. And I said, and thanks to Dr. Horowitz in his comments, he also said street is better. So I said, I met the handsome Olivier in the Küchenamt. There was a location where you could eat, and Küche means kitchen, and Amt means council. So I should probably rename it kitchen council. Does it sound strange? Or in brackets? Well, anyway, I write it in brackets now. Kitchen council. And the location, kitchen council. I mean, if you hear kitchen, it sounds like, there's food. Which was just opposite the Tacheles art house. In Oranienburger Street. Yeah, so again, I met the handsome Olivier in the kitchen council, which was just opposite the Tacheles art house in Oranienburger Street. Oh, now I had a nice, charming accent. Wow, what can I do? I still try. Yes. You hear it. I'm very happy. To speak. One day I will speak like the late, her late Majesty, the Queen Elizabeth the Second. Jolly good. So Olivier was a big shot in the city scene, especially in the 60s scenery. He was half French and all, and handsome, dark, blonde hair, very nice body, very nice ass, and he was classically dressed in the 60s style. So he told me about the rhythm and beat organization, and that they regularly had parties going on. And then he told me that he had an incredible number of jingles, or incredible range. It's probably better to say range, like he had a whole lot of jingles. Range of jingles by the great music. For instance, also not moving the face. For instance, this great French musician and singer Antoine, among others. Yeah. I just had a naughty thought. He always wanted to give me a cassette, like an MC. Do you understand if I said cassette, or should I say MC? Which I still don't have, but at that time they still had blank MCs. And Olivier invited me to a party, and the next weekend, and to my great surprise, all the people were dressed appropriately, like the time of the 60s. Every detail was just right, like perfect, honestly. Extraordinarily beautiful, these great haircuts and the cuts and the patterns of the clothes. You know what I mean? Sorry. I'm not making fun of the English language. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Especially the British English. It's like so delightful how we say good afternoon. How do you do? No, they don't say that so much nowadays. They say how are you. Also in England, it's so funny. when you, even in London, yeah, even in London, when you take the bus, you say hello, how are you? Partly, if it's not too busy. But when you get out of the bus, you say thank you, have a good day. And you say that also when you are in a grocery store, supermarket, or so, and you say hello to the cashier. You say how are you? You say thank you, have a good day. It should always be like that. Because they're humans serving you. They sit there, they're not invisible, so they should not be treated like invisible monotones creatures. The people, they're doing their job, a hard job, and they should be acknowledged by addressing them with an appropriate hello and asking how they are, and wishing them a good day and thanking them for their service, like doing cashing. Yeah, but I don't want to lecture you now, sorry. Gigantic, yeah, sorry. You walk through a door of a club and suddenly you're in another time until dawn. It's fabulous, it's just fab. So can I say it like that? So what was great, and I give Olivier huge credit for that, was that Olivier always integrated me very well. So I quickly got to know other great personalities from this scenery. Also characters like Stephanie, for example. A mad woman, really never had any money. Never. When she was on something like high, she talked shit for hours so that everyone's ears fell off. Can I say that like that? That everyone, this mad woman really never had any money when she was high. Because I said on it, but it's not understandable like that. High. She talked shit for hours so that everyone's ears fell off. She was also really funny. She was. And boasted that she was an astrologer, and everything dependent on the so-called star constellations and ascendants. So everyone was analyzed astrologically in detail by Stephanie. I should not lean over because of my eyes. Before I came to England, I always thought I need to learn how to laugh, like without expression, and they do that like this. I still can't do it. Even someone does a fart, no one reacts. But I had to laugh once when first time in England, just for a few days, and I was in a crowd of people, like in a hall. Everyone was sitting there and listening to someone, and then one was farting very loudly. Sorry. I really had to laugh about that. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm telling that now. But as I couldn't stop laughing. I really tried to hide, And then all these posh, very, very behaved people in their Armani dresses and whatsoever were like, like really trying to keep it down, but that made me laughing more, you know. This environment made me I mean, honestly, I love England. Ah, yeah, England is very charming, is it? Yes, it is. So yeah, and the Queen has her funeral in a few days, which will be the new added bank holiday of the year. So now the last bank holiday of the year is not only in August. No, we have it now in September as well. Thank you. So, Stephanie. Yeah, so she analysed everyone, you know, astrologically in detail, whether you agreed or not. Stephanie did not let herself be stopped. She was very resilient in some parts, or in some areas, or let's say in some moments, or you know, to get high, she was really resilient to get something. And she was everywhere, and she never had money, and people invited her, and she made it. And she was also very, very funny. And also intelligent. I really liked to hang out with her. A lot of fun with her. But yeah, I always had to bring money. Even when she came to your home, she didn't even bring milk when she was... I think she had cigarettes, yeah. She was bringing cigarettes. And herself. With yours. Delightful. Definitely. So bless Stephanie. Haven't seen her in many years. I hope she's very well. And yeah. Stephanie was also friends with the Institute Alex from that gallery. And with Martin Rank, a dazzling personality. Martin Rank was a dazzling personality. Olivier was really classy, like a dandy, and Martin Rank was a dazzling personality. I was dating a guy, completely my type, blonde hair, blue eyes and stuff, and Martin was up his arse. Even messaging him, you know, I mean, really naughty stuff. Can't say it though. But yeah, fun guy. A dazzling, I like that word, a dazzling personality. Martin Rank, yes. And Stephanie was always after Martin Rank. Martin, however, was totally not available, because he prefers crisp, beautiful men. And he was also an excellent DJ, 60 DJ, and had he had a breathtaking taste. I mean, they all had. There's some other guys, I don't recall their names now, but their faces. It's this scene still exists, you know. They're also later in Bassi and stuff like that. It was always nice with them. And he had a wide range, I'm partly reading here, of great music. After a night of partying in the Red Salon on a Tuesday morning, so the Red Salon, to explain you, the Red Salon was part of the Volksbühne, the theatre, which still exists, but it's not under the wings of dear Frank Kastorf anymore. It's been down under now. Yeah, no comment on that. Anyway, this is a completely different subject. But yeah, so on the, you have the Volksbühne at Rosa-Luxemburg-Platz, and on the left side, next to the foyer, but from a left courtyard, kind of, you know, was the red salon, and on the other side was the green salon. And in the green salon they had mainly tango events or salsa, and at the red salon they had on Mondays like drum and bass nights, and on weekends often also the 60s stuff or other stuff, or partly even theater, as it belonged to theater. Yeah, so after a night of partying in the red salon on a Tuesday morning, we went straight to an after party. When I read the word after, I always think of after in the hours, which is fitting as it usually extends into a mindless brooding at so-called after parties. Anus. Your mind is in the anus. You get down with complete strangers, you know, from your trip. How adventurous. Everyone chatted to each other completely, and this enormous bond that actually only lasts as long as the turn lasts, then it's over with the bond, except that you meet again and are on a trip together again. Yeah. Oh, I'm already 28 minutes. Oh dear. Olivier was also an excellent DJ. Oh yes, he was. And an absolute dandy and music connoisseur. Olivier has had such a cool, casual way of speaking. Olivier was one of the good guys, definitely. His hair was always grey in a 60s style, and he had a very smart, like very, very well done sideburns and a bit of beard. Just a very well groomed appearance. Cuba Libre was his favourite drink, as far as I remember. He smoked Lucky Strikes with filter, and he was always talking in his casual manner, like in his very, very, very nice way to speak. What I particularly liked about this scene was that you were automatically transported to another time and could be very creative in terms of your look. The dance moves were exactly like in the 60s. You had to be able to do them quickly. There were also some pretty girls from overseas, like Trinity Serrett. Trinity, remember when I saw her first time, she had blonde long hair, and she really looked like back in the day in the 60s, 70s, blonde hair, and this massive tattoo here, like, and a décolleté. Well, she has a good décolleté. She has a lot of wood in front of the house. It's literally, this phrase is literally translated from German, you know. So, and Trinity was from San Francisco. Yeah. So, yeah, she became later also a musician and stuff. I mean, she was probably already a musician, but yeah. My cup. My mug. Sorry, my mug. Oh, mug. Well, I leave it here. I just can say, I watched another video from Margie, and she's so lovely. Also, Russell Brand, I saw an interesting video from Russell Brand yesterday, where he showed an example from the American news, because what he was talking about, Bill Gates is just bought much more land, farmland, And then they interviewed a farmer who was completely not d'accord with that. And Russell Brand said something very interesting and truthful. For instance, he said, they thought they have a farmer, and then, he would probably complain, and he was from Texas or, no, from really south United States. And it happened that guy was bloody intelligent, and the showmaster was blown away and really tried to stop him because they didn't expect that. And Russell Brand said it very interesting. He said, yeah, that's a good example, to not judge people by their appearance, because we can be very, very surprised. And that's true, though, I even had that. Was annoyed by people and stuff, or, they had a strong accent that was hard to understand. But it came out, for instance, these people I was avoiding, and another time when I was open, it happened that I had a chat with them, and then I realized, oh my gosh, that was that person that I really didn't like, and there was no reason not to like that person, you know what I mean? Yeah. So don't judge people by their accent, or because they don't talk posh, or because they talk in a dialect. I mean, I get that. I love to talk in Berlin dialect. You know what I mean? I love dialects, even when you hear the London dialect, how people talk, the mannerism and the culture behind the working class is really interesting, I love that. Anyway, yes, and Margie said interesting quotes again, and yeah, I love her favorite quote. My favorite quote is, if God hired me, who's gonna fire me? Exactly, baby. You get me. You feel me? Yeah. That's why I say to you, allow yourself to shine bright like a diamond. Because if God hired you, who gonna fire you? The world's your oyster. The world is your oyster. So it's mine. My world is your oyster. Oyster. Anyway, lots of love. And oh yeah, I saw a quote. I'm not on TikTok now, and I saw a quote. The Queen said once, and I love that. She said, "Oh, please, if you have a hard time, never give up." Yeah, and so it's true. Yeah, never give up, darling. Be resilient. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. You deserve that. You're lovable, as we all are.